I'm privileged to announce our next eminent speaker, who is the specialist of Ayurveda. Please welcome Dr. Jose Ruguè Ribeiro from Brazil. He is Doctor of Medicine specialized in intensive care and postgraduated in Ayurveda, Yogacharya by Sudha Dharma Mandalam. Dr. Jose Ruguè is a president in institutions such as Sudha Yoga and Ayurveda, Kalayasa Ayurveda Clinics, Shri Vajra Foundations, Brahma Vidyalaya Yoga School, Sudha Sabha Yoga Ashram, and Annapurna Natural Foods. He is a coordinator of the Ayurveda postgraduate course of the Italiano Brasilia University, Brazil, and president of the World Yoga and Ayurveda Movement, Ayurveda sector. He is also the member of the International Academy of Ayurveda, Pune, India, and a member of the editorial board of several international scientific journals. So put your hands together to welcome Dr. Jose Ruguè Ribeiro.
Namaste. First of all, I would thank all the invitation for this special day, the commemoration of International Day of Yoga by the United Consciousness International. I thank you for this invitation and to spread something about our work in Ayurveda and how Ayurveda can help all of us in this moment of our history in this planet. Ayurveda is the science of long and happy life, the way to achieve self-responsibility and the right of health to health. Some facts. The world has awakened to Ayurveda. Many people have notions about Ayurveda as a natural system of healing and preservation of health. Ayurvedic centers are being opened in many cities across the globe. Professionals are being trained at different levels of complexity and depth everywhere. Greatness of the medicinal plants, true revolution in the area of health, science, culture, ecology, economics, politics, and society. There are fields of action of Ayurveda that can be integrated into existing health systems in our countries. First field, emphasize on disease prevention and health promotion, such the extraordinary system of Swasthya Vrutya, including the practice of yoga as yoga therapy, taking Ayurveda as a diagnostic system, working in health education and transformation of habits and values. Second field, in the treatment of chronic disease, in which the methods of modern medicines are incapable of modifying the evolution of the diseases. They are very costly and with many long-term side effects. Our government, I talk about Brazil, our government invests more than $1,200 a month per patient in the purchase of drugs of high complexity, of dubious efficacy and high toxicity. In 2009, the Brazilian government spent $1.9 billion only in the purchase of these medicines. Brazil needs to make a decision. Of course, this corresponds to all of the globe. I said about my country specifically. Brazil needs to make a decision, whatever it may be, on these points. Should we invest a lot in a few, forgetting that there is too little for many? We cannot postpone this decision further. This is what we study doing here in our country. Our experience from many colleagues around the world has been extraordinary in changing the evolution of degenerative disease of the nervous and muscular system, autoimmune diseases, genetic-based chronic metabolic diseases, chronic vascular diseases, and many others. In my 40 years of medicinal practice, I can say that my therapeutic efficacy evolved intensively when I began to practice Ayurveda with Panchakarma, Rasayana, and the use of special medicine over the last 25 years. The third field is the incorporation of a spiritual value for health, in addition to the values of physical, mental, and social well-being. Vichara, self-knowledge, to contribute to the solve the complex problems of dead ends that humanity has put itself. Our suggestion, let's to create a forum for communication, discussion, and joint decisions with the social media tools that we have today, with representatives from various associations, institutions, scientists from around the world, and Ayush representatives, to give a greater dynamic to mutual aid and collaboration. Create a database of published papers that have achieved significant scores in the medical system evidence-based to have arguments to all spheres. It's very important because, for example, my experience to treat my specialization is intensive care. When I finished my graduation in 1981, 30% of the people have a heart attack that in the place where have this attack, in his house, in another place. This place don't reach the hospital because heart attacks one disease, infarction is one disease. In 30% of the case, the first symptom is the death. And now the same number, 30% of the people have this heart attack, have died in that place before to reach the hospital. All the technologies of the hospital is not enough because it's a disease for the lifestyle. What the really cause change in these numbers? Only three things: the right diet, right exercise, and mental peace. And this is yoga and Ayurveda. Yoga and Ayurveda promoting all of these three things in large scales in the world for centuries and now in all of the world. Some events like this event we are doing now, promoting for the United Conscientiousness International, are very important to spread these possibilities to the world. The practice of asana, pranayama, relaxation, meditation, right food, right exercise, and mental peace change more than any other form of technology. And if you put together yoga and Ayurveda in the modern world, we, of course, get many benefits. All these people are participating in this event. We can do together, and we can do something together in this field to help all the people. For that, I would like to invoke the blessing of Dhanvantari for the promote health in all of the world, and invoke Ganesha to remove all the obstacles for that. Om Ganana Tva Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanaspata Anashramvam Nuti Bisida Sadhanam Om Shrimam Mahaganapataye Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Dhamvantaraye Amrutakala Shahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trilokanataya Vishnave Swaha. Om Narayanaya Vidmahe Vaidyarajaya Dhimahi Tanno Dhamvantari Prachodayate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Thank you again for all the organizers and blessing for all the participants of this event. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ruguè. We always feel blessed getting your insights on this topic of Ayurveda. The kind of service you are doing to the humanity through this science, yogic science of Ayurveda, is highly commendable. United Consciousness will keep seeking your blessings in future also. Thank you very much for being with us today. Thank you.
Thank you.
On behalf of United Consciousness, I thank Dr. Jose Ruguè Ribeiro for coming onto the platform of United Consciousness and sharing his views. Thank you so much, Dr. Jose.